Hi, everybody. This is Heather Vickery. Thank you so much for tuning in to this week's episode of Brave in Action. For those of you who are new, welcome. I am a transformational success coach that is absolutely dedicated to helping you build a life and a business that you are madly fucking in love with. And I do that in some really unique ways. I'm not a traditional business coach or a traditional life coach or any of that stuff. I merge all of the different things that have inspired and empowered me into one program that is all about stepping out of fear and into bravery, to trust yourself, to love yourself, to dream really big, believe in yourself, visualize, achieve. We put type A things together with energetic, woo woo universe, spiritual stuff, all kinds of things. And today's topic is just some real talk. It's just some real talk, folks. Uh, Oh, we're talking about getting messy. And that topic, I think we could use that topic in a lot of different ways. We could talk about physical mess, which I think is sometimes really valuable. We can talk about all sorts of things, but what I mean right now, today, when I chose this, because I actually decided on Monday to change the topic we were going to have this week to be this instead. I did that because I really deeply believe that I owe you honesty and truth, and that you owe the world honesty and truth. And there's something incredibly powerful about leaning in to all of yourself in a really messy, honest, authentic, beautiful way. Um, how many of you follow those social media folks who look like every moment is just fucking fabulous, just fucking gorgeous? Oh my God, when they talk about their first class life, which I talk about mine and yours and what I want for you all the time, but when they talk about it, it looks like every single moment is busting out perfect. And how does it make you feel when you see that? Does it make you feel jealous? Do you want that? Are you envious of it? Does it make you feel like it's total bullshit? I'd be so curious to hear in the comments and the chats. How does that make you feel? How does it resonate for you? For me, my bullshit meter goes off just a little bit. Like, I have a really hard time believing that because I know that we are all human and we are all messy, right? We are messy human beings. And so I work really hard to make sure that I'm always showing you the truth. And sometimes my shit is banging, right? I am feeling good. I am vibing well. All of the things are working. The day is going great. Maybe I'm flying first class, or I've traveled someplace magical, or I'm doing something super fun. And I share that with you. And I also try to be super honest about some of those really human moments. For example, last night on Instagram, I shared the picture was really of my 9-year-old daughter's ceiling. She uses like a Northern Lights nightlight kind of thing. And I was just feeling very vulnerable and raw. And I said in the post, because this is what happens, is I love these moments. I tuck her to bed, we read, I sing, she pulls my hand a little closer. She always holds my hand until she falls asleep. And I could get up and leave then. And I could check things off my to-do list, or spend some quality time on my own, or take a bath, or spend quality time with my partner or other kids. I could do a lot of things with that time. But inevitably, I usually, and remember, my kids are only with me half the time, so maybe that makes it easier. I don't know. I usually choose to lay there a little longer and think and dream about what I want for her and her sisters, what I want for myself, what's making my heart feel heavy and sad, and also what's bringing me joy. And sometimes I lay there with her and tears roll down my face, and sometimes I lay there with her and I kind of laugh and giggle. But I use that quiet time where I can just feel her restful energy, hear her breathing, to get really vulnerable and raw and honest with myself. And I don't know How many of you take time like that? And I'm not saying that you need to or that you have to, but for me, it is an important part of how I am and how I am who I am. And so moments like that are really raw and honest. And I like to share those things. And sometimes I am sad. And sometimes I'm sad for no reason. Sometimes I'm sad for very valid reasons. And I always want to bring that honest, messy truth to you all because you are human beings also. You are human beings who are here to be the most honest, authentic version of yourself. And sometimes that is you kicking ass, and sometimes it is you getting your ass kicked, right? Hi, Pam. That's what being honest and authentic and intentional and messy is. And as a coach and a leader and a guide, I don't help you the way that I want to if I make you think that I don't have those human moments as well, right? It's just not true. So for those of you who get my newsletter, I hope you all do. If you don't, go to vickeryandco.com/social and sign up for them. I try to always make sure they have value and content. You'll notice that I published earlier this week, my true self is not my polished self, right? If you see me looking 100% polished all the time, call me on my bullshit. I'm hoping you won't because it's just not true. So I try to balance. Sometimes I'm kicking it. Sometimes it is polished and kick-ass and amazing and beautiful, and sometimes I even get envious of my own self that I get to have these incredible experiences, and then lots of times it's not, right? Telling you everything is perfect is just it's just not honest. We don't do that. And when we practice the BRAVE method, which is my coaching method to help you creatively and strategically problem solve, dream, design, and build, and actually have a life and a business that you are madly fucking in love with, it really requires that we get honest and raw and we look at things, what feels bad, what doesn't work, set those boundaries, get really honest, make sure we're reassessing, we're reframing what feels shitty, what do we want instead, what feels great, how do we keep that going, how do we do more of that, right? All of those things. In fact, I have taken all of what I'm sharing with you today and I've put it together in my new coaching experience, the Brave Entrepreneur Incubator. And you're going to notice I've switched my language. I'm not calling it a program or a course. It's an experience. It's a 16-week coaching experience designed to take you from this space, which probably isn't bad, but isn't exactly what you want it to be, to whatever this next level is that you want to achieve. What is the clarity? Let's get clear. Let's get aware. We're going to apply the BRAVE method. We are going to practice surrender and forgiveness and celebration. We're going to put together all of these tools and systems that I have spent, these type A things, I've spent years creating with this energetic work, right? And I am going to help you show up for yourself and really begin to build this next phase of your life and your business. We're going to do it in community. We're going to do it collectively. It is powerful, powerful work. It is not for people who aren't willing to fully show up. It is not for people who love to make excuses about why they can't do the hard work. It is for those of you who are fucking ready to do the hard work, right? Because the hard work is messy. Life is messy. Business is messy. It doesn't mean it's not wonderful or beautiful or brilliant. It's not that it's not exciting and joy-filled. It's just that it's not always those things, right? I'm excited for all of you, everybody who's interested in being part of that with me. My best self is not always polished. And if I hide that truth from you, then I am taking away something that I want to give to you. I am taking away the ability for you to see yourself in my own struggles and in my own successes, right? If you can't see that we're more alike than different, then you also can't strive for that, to celebrate the things that I do, that you can do, that you have done, that you do for yourself, that you do for your community, for your clients, for your family, all of those wonderful things. Pam says that she's so dang happy she can be here today. I am so happy that you're here too. I always love having you in the room. That's really good stuff. I would love to know What is your journey with this, folks? What is your journey with showing your truest self out loud? Speaking truth to that which you are honoring and celebrating and welcoming, and also speaking truth out loud to what is messy and icky and doesn't feel great. What is it? Can you share those things? You can comment in the comment box. I would love to hear all about it. Um, it's so empowering and impactful and exciting to be honest about all of those things. And I'm so here for you to be able to do that, to get messy, and to trust that the right people will welcome your mess. They'll love you anyway. They'll understand. They'll hold space for you. They'll call you on your bullshit. They'll celebrate with you, right? All of it. We're going to do that in the incubator. If you're curious about the incubator, visit vickeryandco.com/incubator. It's an application process, y'all. It's not a commitment. The application is an application so that you can make sure it's a good fit for you. I can make sure it's a good fit for me and for the community. And then we're going to have a chat and we're going to decide if you'd like to move forward. Doors are open right now for those applications, but they close on November 17th. Oh, and I have something else fun. Talking about messy, right? Getting messy. Several months ago, I interviewed my friend Becky Mullenkamp on my podcast, The Brave Files. And in that conversation, we started talking about self-shame. And then for a long time, for weeks, we talked about having a webinar on shame and doing something really formal. And it just didn't come to fruition. So Becky and I decided last week, actually, we're going to do a live fireside chat. A live fireside chat about shame and self-shame. It's just a couple of friends talking through this. What does this look like? What led to it? How does it make us feel? What are our tools to get through it? And we want to share that experience with all of you. There's no registration required. It's totally free. If you're curious, comment, and I will make sure to send you the link. It's also, I'm sending out information in my newsletter, in my email, so make sure you're subscribed, vickeryandco.com/social, and I can send you the link to joining our self-shame fireside chat. It's just a good, honest, heart-centered conversation, and I would love to have you all join and be there for those moments. The fireside chat is Tuesday, November 1st. Next Tuesday, November 1st. At 1:30, no, is that right? 1 p.m. Central? I don't know, y'all. I don't remember what time. It's Tuesday, November 1st. Send me a message and I'll send you the details. It's free to join us. Okay, so Pam has some questions. Trusting that the room is open for you, for your full authentic self is hard. Recently talking with a group of women that feel uneasy to show up as their full selves because of negative pushback. Yeah, you know what? It is hard. And I don't have all those answers, and I think Pam is specifically talking about in a corporate setting. So she's asking, how would I encourage those folks to keep pushing to show up of themselves? I would say they need to really spend some time and think about situations where they did show up as their most authentic self and it worked out well. And how can you replicate that? What was different? Was it the room? Was it the people in the room? Was it the way you showed up? Your energetic calling? Were you more confident? I think some people think that they're too much. Well, I've often been accused of being too much. I did a really popular TikTok about being too much. And Pam, it's fascinating to me that you're the one that asked this question because I use you as an example a lot when I'm having conversations and speaking and talking. I think you, Pam, used to believe that your true self was rushed and brusque and harsh, and you would really go hard after people, and that wasn't your true self. That was your protective self. And so I wonder if there's maybe some of that showing up. So getting really honest and really vulnerable about times where it has worked, because we've got to find they're there. The evidence is there for when things have gone how we want them to. I know it's happened. So how can you replicate that, and what worked and what felt good, and then how can you be in situations like that more often? I hope that's helpful. If it's not, we can keep chatting about it. Let me know. But it is a really impactful, important thing to do. talking about raw, honest, excitement, messy, vulnerable. This week, my friend Alan Seals and I, we co-host Was It Chance, podcast about taking intentional risk for your creative life. We got to interview Justin Guarini. Do y'all remember who Justin Guarini is? He was the runner-up in the very first season of American Idol, the season that Kelly Clarkson won. And Justin was everybody loved Justin because he's so cute and so charming. And I was legit straight up nervous to have this conversation with Justin. And it was so much fun. We had so much fun. And he is so gentle and kind and lovely. Oh my goodness. And we laughed so much. We tag team coach my friend Alan. So you're going to want to check that out. And I bring that up because I want you all to know that even when I get to do cool things, even when I get to have incredible conversations with highly successful people, sometimes I get nervous. And so, we want to be really honest. Like, it is not, we're all just living life, right? We're all just doing the very best we can every single moment. And sometimes the best we can is to, being nervous and excited. Sometimes the best we can is just showing up anyway. Sometimes the best we can is in asking for help. It's for showing up for people we love. It's taking a nap, drinking more water. Let's drink some more water right now. So you need a drink of water right now, don't you? I know you do. Take a drink of water. We always need a drink of water, right? So messy has to include everything. It has to include the good, the bad, everything in between. How about I pull a Create Brave card for everybody? So for those of you who don't know, the Create Brave cards are a deck of manifestation cards that I created with my amazing, wonderful, beautiful friend Rachel Swanson. Imagine affirmation cards. They look and feel like tarot cards. They're not. They're just here to help you get creative. Think out of the box. She's a creativity coach. I'm the Brave Method coach, and we put these beautiful cards together. Can you guys see them? They're amazing. Rachel did all the artwork. We put these beautiful cards together just to help you think of things in a unique way. Get really raw and honest with yourself and out of your box and try something new, which is so much fun. I love the cards. My friend Pam, who's here today, I think you pull one every day. I love that. My mom pulls one every day. How cool is that? If you do not already have a deck of Create Brave manifestation cards, you can get one. vickeryandco.com/social, and there's a direct link. There is a direct link. How cool is that? And you know what? On vickeryandco.com/social, I'm going to put the link to join us for the self-shaming fireside chat. It's just you got to push the link. You're going to be right in. Oh, y'all. So I shuffle until like the right card appears, and this one literally turned itself upside down. And I think that I got this card last week. Can anybody confirm or deny that? Gathering. I love this card. She's beautiful. I naturally draw people, objects, and experiences that are meant to be in my life. So I pull this card for me each week. I pull this card for you each week. How does it make you feel when you look at that card? When you hear that? I naturally draw people, objects, and experiences that are meant to be in my life. Gosh, that's what I'm doing with the Brave Entrepreneur Incubator is we are gathering all of the right people into the room to change lives collectively, to finally break through whatever glass ceiling we've self-imposed by any bullshit stories or experiences that are keeping us from going all in, right? We know that we're stronger together. We've done it on our own, and we've done well on our own, but it is time to move on past that and go into a collective space of energy and knowledge and love and support and accountability and community and gathering. In the Create Brave card deck, we have a guidebook. So it's got the word, which is gathering, the affirmation. This one is, I naturally draw people, objects, and experiences that are meant to be in my life. And then some coaching guidance as well as a Create Brave prompt. So let's find it. Gathering. It is. This is the card I pulled last week, you guys. That's so funny. It keeps coming up. When cards keep showing up, there's a reason. So thinking about how to lean into that more often. So once I'm done chatting with all of you, I'm going to really sit with that. How else can I open up my energy, my space, my heart, my soul to this gathering? What does that look like? And I want you to do the same. And then I want you to tell me what shows up for you. Whether you comment here or you send me a DM at Vickery and Co. on Instagram or Twitter, at Brave Heather on TikTok, or you send me an email, heather@vickeryandco.com. I really want to hear from you. Okay. This is the moment to gather people, joy, gratitude, and anything else that fills you up. Surround yourself with things that raise your energy and lift up your spirit. Make intentional choices on what you want to bring into your life. Information, knowledge, sources, resources, solutions, and creativity are all at your fingertips. I'm going to read that again because for me and for you, I am gathering with you in a week. That's so exciting. I'm going to read it again because when I hear gather, I think people, and it's really important. It is a thing it's a superpower that I have to bring people together and to collectively within community change lives. But there are other things and ways to gather information, knowledge, sources, resources, solutions, and creativity. They are all at your fingertips. Gather those that move you forward. I'm going to breathe that in. Gather emotions also. Gather love, light, gratitude, and joy. Be a common place for others to find light and feel connected. Bring more of what you love into your life, and you will be surrounded by examples of your true self. That is really special, right? So here's the Create Brave prompt if you want to go and play in this space. It's easy to be lulled by the day-to-day routines of your life, to feel stuck in a rut or like you don't fit in. This is the time to think about what you do want in your life and begin bringing these things together. Commit to taking one small intentional action towards gathering all that your soul desires. And I invite you to think about whether or not that means checking out the incubator, because it might be just what you're looking for to connect you with those resources, those guides, gratitude, celebration, joy, people, community, to help you build this life, this next phase of you that you're ready to transform into. I hear it. I feel it. I see it. All right, y'all. I love you guys. I am so grateful that I get to spend a little time with you every single Wednesday. Thank you so much for being here. It is my honor, my joy, and my privilege. If you want links to any of the things that I shared, you can find all of them by visiting vickeryandco.com/social. The incubator's there. The cards are there. I'll put the free self-shaming fireside chat link there. All of it, whatever you need. You can email me from there, everything. Until we talk again, which could be next Wednesday at the Brave in Action live show, or maybe you want to message me privately. Until then, I'm Heather Vickery, reminding you today and every single day to go out and choose bravely. Bye, y'all.